Hello Pisces, welcome to my channel, Sarah Angel Tarot. This is your reading. Remember, it will not resonate with everyone, but this is for Pisces or those that have Pisces dominant in their chart. 5-card spread. Pisces, those born in the zodiac sign of Pisces. See what the beginning energies are, and remember, Tarot is here to help, not to hinder. If something negative or something you don't like does show up, Tarot is telling you what the possibilities are. You don't have to go that path. You could possibly change it. Actually, quite often. 2 of Pentacles, you may have to drop something in your life. You may have to stop working on something. Maybe it's becoming too burdensome or hard to keep up with. There's a lot of reasons for the 2 of Pentacles, but we'll get more information. In the past, you may have broke free from something or became untrapped. You may have gotten rid of some interference in your life with the 8 of Swords in reverse. Obstacle, the High Priestess. Sometimes people say that's when secrets come out, but it could be that you feel like your intuition is off and maybe you don't trust yourself anymore. Current environment, some of you are keeping to yourselves or in deep thought about situations or what's going on in your life. And I will clarify these, and it can change up the story or make it more interesting, so bear with me. Outside influences or what is coming towards you is the Princess of Swords. That could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, or someone whose communications are really off and they have abrupt speech and sometimes a little immature, but not always. You know, like I said, it also could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, someone who's a little bit on the outs for some reason. It could be all kind of reasons, whether they're sick, not feeling well, or just, you know, feeling plain mean sometimes. I'm getting this a lot. The 5 of Swords, arguments. Feeling defeated. Now, this is just a temporary energy because we're going through Mercury in retrograde, so I'm getting a lot of this for a lot of the signs, so you don't have to accept it. Like I said, Tarot is here to help. It tells you what could happen and what you can do to avoid it, and this is one of those cases, okay? So it's good to have the warning, you know? So in the past, you may have broken free, gotten rid of some interference. Don't feel so trapped with the 8 of Swords in reverse. 8 of Swords in reverse. Why are you there for Pisces? Yeah, something kept on trying to resurrect and try to interfere, but you didn't let it with the Death card in reverse. Maybe someone's having trouble letting go of a situation, not necessarily you. It could be the person you're with. But you're getting rid of interference, you know. Chiron has left your sign. So, 8 of Swords, the Death card, both in reverse. Why are you there in the past for Pisces? Yeah, it could have been over a third-party situation. A lot of times the 3 of Swords is that. And I know people don't like hearing that. They said, stop saying third party. 3 of Swords oftentimes has to do with 3 people that heartbreak has occurred. It's also known as the Sorrow card. No one likes getting it, but it's in the past for you. Like I said, Chiron, you know, has gone. So I have no doubt you felt these things, a lot of you. So, obstacle, the High Priestess. The High Priestess in reverse. Why are you there for Pisces? Not liking what is offered or unsure to take what is offered. Yeah, that makes sense with the High Priestess in reverse, not trusting a situation, not trusting in yourself, whether you should take the 4 of Cups is someone offering you something and you're looking at it kind of, you know, not sure of it, not trusting it, and may turn it down. So the High Priestess in reverse, the 4 of Cups in the upright. Why are you there for Pisces? And you're not happy right now, you know, or you're trying to regain happiness. But you don't trust yourself, I feel. You don't trust others. So that's the 9 of Cups in reverse. But the current environment, you may keep to yourself, but not necessarily. You could be keeping your thoughts to yourself and being in deep thoughts. coming in deep thought about the situations around you. And let's find out why. The Hermit in the upright. Why are you there for Pisces? Could have to do with the Queen of Discs. This could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but not necessarily. It doesn't have to be an earth sign. It could be you. It could be you trying to become more practical, trying to become more independent, try to become more stable and secure in your own environment. Queen of Swords, and it has to do with the Queen of Swords. Could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. They're in reverse. So you may be in deep thought over the Queen of Swords, because when the Queen of Swords is in reverse, they're very hard to get along with, or they're feeling really out of it. They can, like, their words are very piercing. Usually when they're in the upright, even though they can be a little distant, even though upright, they're intelligent, they give good advice. But in reverse, that's the opposite, and they can lash out. And remember, we had this Three of Swords, so there could be another person with the I almost said Capricorn, Queen of Discs, or Earth sign. But, like I said, this could be you taking on this energy, but you're in deep thought about the situation. Now, what you got coming towards you is the Princess of Swords in reverse. And again, it's the same like the Queen of Swords. It's just a more younger type person, or immature person, or someone that is not ready for responsibility just quite yet, or they're unable to for some reason. So Prince of Swords in reverse. Why are you there for Pisces? Someone has to adjust to a situation with the Adjustment card, or there must be some give and take in some way, or someone needs to make a final decision in doing something for them. So someone may be calling you or demanding of you to make a decision or adjust to their situation, or you better just do it their way, in a way. You know what I'm saying? So Prince of Swords, or Princess of Swords in reverse. Adjustment card in the upright. Why are you there for Pisces? Knight of Cups, you yourself may actually have another suitor that's interested in you that is coming your way. But this could also be you. But I'm seeing this as an outside environment of what's coming towards you. It's a Knight of Cups. Could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But I see this person as very loving and kind and giving. And they give gifts. They give a lot of themselves. And I love the Knight of Cups. It's one of my favorite cards in the deck. But this is what is coming towards you, whether it's you, and it could be, but I'm thinking it's somebody else with your same mentality that wants to offer something. So you may have somebody else there coming in. Now in the end, you got the Five of Swords. There's going to be an argument. I'm not going to lie to you. If this goes this path and you continue on with this path, because it's up to you whether to say, I'm not doing this. You could sit there and turn off your phone, or pay attention to who calls you or who you talk to on social media, to where this does not happen at all. You can change your situation, or you can go with it. But if you do, there's going to be a Five of Swords incident, an argument, and a pretty fierce one. So Five of Swords in the upright. Why are you there for Pisces at the very end? Yeah, there's going to be an argument. I think that's you, Princess of Cups. You're in the upright. Someone's going to argue with you, okay, Pisces, if you go along with this. They're going to argue. They're going to fight. I do see other people liking you, and I think you're deep in thought of what you should do next. But someone gets mad. Maybe they get mad. Maybe they get jealous, and they pick a fight. And the Princess of Cups is in the upright, and Princess of Cups, he or she, because it doesn't matter, it could be he or she when we're reading for the masses, is thinking, what the hell is going on here? So Five of Swords in the upright, Princess of Cups in the upright. Why are you there for Pisces in the very end? Yeah, someone's going to be very short-tempered and spout off at you, but you're calm, you're cool, you're collective. You're not going to let it get to you. I do think you got other people interested in you. Maybe you don't know about it, but I think someone may make you an offer, or be a friend at least. But someone's going to get mad over it. And they're going to they really have a short temper, because the Prince of Wands, it can be a fire sign. It can be, for some of you, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But when I see a Prince of Wands in reverse, they're more like short-tempered, spouting off. I mean, really short-tempered, like, firecracker temper. They're there and then it's gone. But I don't think you're going to accept it. You're calm. You're cool, you're collective, you're in the upright, but they're going to let you have it, and it's up to you whether you decided to shut it down, okay? And at the end, there is a Tower moment. So someone's going to not expect, maybe you're not going to expect it from this person, but if you're watching this tarot reading, you do. But those that aren't watching are not going to expect this person to spout off. But now that you are watching this, you know there's going to be a Tower moment where you're not expecting it, but now that you are, it's kind of irrelevant. But expect the unexpected from this person, because, you have other options, and it's up to you going in deep thought, and that's probably what you're doing with the Hermit. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to stay with someone you're fighting with, which is a possibility? Or are you going to accept it from another person, because you could be the one that has the other options? So that is your reading. And I will let this go. And remember, this is Mercury in retrograde, and things kind of ass backwards, And that's just the way it is, but it doesn't last. So realize that when all this, if this does happen, you go with this, that it doesn't, the confusion and the all over the place doesn't last, okay? I'm going to let this go, and I will upload it as soon as I can. Bye.